little waste bins that have the little foot pedal on it where they open up. You can open it up, toss the baby in, and close it off.
You don't even bother. You can't even be bothered to open the lid yourself. Yeah. It has to be the kind where you just step on it. Yeah. Or like his, one of our in-laws, whatever, doesn't matter who, they have this trash can where you just wave your hand over the top and it opens for you like magic and shit. And I was like, that's it. That. You take the bearded baby, woman, child, female, baby.
Baby, woman, child.
You just hover it over the trash can. The trash can lid opens and you just drop it in and then it closes.
You just tumble it in like it was an accident.
No, just drop it.
I can't wait till we invent like a trash bin that has lasers around the top. And when you drop something in, it turns into dust. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you accidentally drop something like important in there?
Or your hand.
Like a kitten.
Why would you put a kitten in the garbage?
It was an accident. I'm carrying the baby kitten through the kitchen, and it leaps off my shoulder into the trash can and gets shredded.
Baby killer.
Well, I guess it shouldn't have done that then.
Yeah. Although my cat has jumped into the trash can trying to get stuff.
I'll tell you what, it would only do that once.
A minute ago, I'm like, man, Finnick's been missing for a minute. He comes walking off of the kitchen cabinet, licking his chops, and I'm like, oh, fucking hell. And I go and look, he had been eating, we made turkey pot pie. He just was...
He was mowing down.
I don't know which part he ate. He doesn't like turkey, so I think he ate the biscuit.
I think he ate the
carbs.
Yeah, it was the biscuit top.
He wanted a biscuit.
He likes carbs.
It's a weirdie.
Who doesn't?
It's a weirdie.
Like, we can't leave bags of bread or anything out because he'll just like...
Yeah, he turns into it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep.
So he's a carb hound.
Yep. Jeez. Bread, tortillas.
He's always really trying to carbo load before kitty calisthenics.
I don't know what he's gearing up for.
Kitty calisthenics.
Calisthenics. I fucking hate you.
Jesus.
Are we ready to do your claps so we can get the fuck started? We haven't even done anything yet.
We could have been doing this already.
You recording?
We missed the whole baby shredder thing.
Yeah, we'll put that in later.
3, 2, 1.
Everybody, and welcome back to the CoGPod. This is episode 85. I'm here. Luke's here. Say hi, Luke.
Hi.
Say hi, Nick.
Hello.
Luke, please don't do that the whole time.
Do what?
I don't hear a difference.
Luke has lost his mind. He has a chip clip holding his nose closed. Talk.
Yeah.
Chip clip, nose closed. Are we doing word pairs now?
You sound a little bit like Warwick Davis when you do it.
Warwick Davis. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop. Good Lord. Every listener just left.
I know. Freaking Nazi over here.
What's up, Nick? What you been doing?
Oh, not too much. Just having fun. Going to parties.
You don't go to parties? What are you talking about?
Who are you?
I have gone to parties. Thank you very much.
What party? What party have you ever gone to?
Oh, I've gone to lots of parties. You don't know.
We've heard lots of party stories of like setting roofs on fire, ceilings.
No, almost.
He hasn't done that in a very long time.
No, I've settled down in my old age.
So what do you do now? You cook?
I cook. We're having like 5 different work parties for whatever reason, and I did go to one a couple days ago, I think it was. They bought me booze, so that was good of them.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was super expensive booze too. It was nice. It was
even
nice.
Better.
Yeah. Bushmills
why are they
whiskey.
having so many parties?
I don't know why. I guess that's just what this company does. They seem to like to have parties. Parties and cookie days and food and all that kind of stuff, and throwing a little work
keeping keeping their employees happy.
Yep, which is unusual for companies.
I've seen on your Instagram and other places, like, you're constantly making food. So what's this new obsession with cooking?
That's not really new. I've always
it's gotten more frequent, though.
Yeah.
Like, more so.
Well, I'm thinking about reopening my site about it. Maybe a different one. And doing food videos. I want to do a bunch of stuff.
Definitely should.
Yeah, I made a new intro.
You always want to do everything.
I do want to do everything, and I don't have time for anything. That's the problem. But you got to dream big. You got to dream big.
Between your 11-7 jobs, you don't have time for your 11-7 hobbies.
Yeah, it's I don't have a whole bunch of jobs now. I just got the one job, so that's not too bad. But I sit in front of a computer all day, so I don't want to do it as much as I used to.
Yeah, it's kind of boring.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what we do all day.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the CoGPod, episode 85.
We'll just come back to that. So Nick had some audio issues. Y'all might have heard some crackling in the first couple of minutes there, but we're fixed now.
That was just my voice because I smoked 4 packs a day.
It was like pork rinds. It was so crackling.
Oh, God, I hate you so much.
I love
You're not even a dad and you have...
I love pork rinds.
Oh, you do that better than I do.
You sound like, what's her name from The Simpsons?
Which one? Maud or
Maud?
Maud?
None of them are Maud.
Then there's Maud.
Patty and Selma.
Patty
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Selma.
I'm going to do the rest of the show in this voice.
That's fine by me. You go for it.
See if I can fuck it up for real.
You'll be tired. You'll be tired in like 4 minutes. And cough all day tomorrow. Tired. I was tired before we started.
You guys need some energy, like from cigarettes or something.
I think before we noticed the audio issues, Nick was talking about making food all the time. But besides that,
office parties
and making food and shit. But so besides that, what else have you been up to lately, Nick?
No, you got to go back and tell us about all these. No,
we're not going to talk about it again.
There are people named Carol.
No,
and Sharon.
No, stop.
And Genevieve.
You know what? I don't think we're
French Canadian.
See,
Jennifer,
you're off base. You don't know your Canadian staple office names.
My mom's middle name is Genevieve.
Oh, nailed it.
That's not a first name though. So what are the names of the ladies around the office? Give me some examples in Canada.
Examples of women names.
Yeah, in offices though, because in the States, it's like Carol, Sharon, Kathy. There's always
we don't
Kathy.
Discriminate based on names here. I don't know what goes on.
I'm just saying they're like super basic office names.
You don't have any of those either.
A man does.
Well, we have Amandas in the office sometimes, and
yeah.
Okay.
Nick.
They don't have like the.
They have a Nick.
Cliche names. What have you been doing in the last week or two, Luke? It's been a couple weeks since we did one.
I don't know.
Wow, folks.
What have I been doing?
So,
work.
I'll tell you what we've been doing.
Darts. I've been playing darts. Pretty cool.
Just bought a dartboard. The wall's full of holes.
He did.
No, I haven't hit the ball. I haven't hit the holes.
Don't say that. Now you're gonna hit the freaking thing.
Knock on wood.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I have not hit the wall. I told her if I did, I would patch them when we move out.
With toothpaste.
No, I have.
By the time they realize it'll be too late.
I have drywall mud. It's easy.
They have to repaint anyway when we leave, so it doesn't matter.
It's fine. And
just be like, I was trying to hang a painting and I couldn't decide where to put it. It's just a bunch of little holes. Like you just.
No, I just had a map on the wall. I was trying to figure out where to go on vacation.
That's right.
Just throwing darts at it.
Yeah.
But
playing darts.
Yeah, I want to get a surround for it, but they're like more expensive than the fucking dartboard, which is stupid.
Is that like the frames that are around dartboards sometimes?
It's like it's like a pad that goes around it to protect the wall.
Oh, okay.
So it gives you a little more cushion area to miss if you know.
You could just not miss. You could get good score.
I know. That's what I've done so far. Is not miss. But, sometimes when you're going specific shots, like when you're trying to practice doubles, which are around the edges, sometimes you drop them low and they can go off the top or you can go high up on the top. You all right?
Or when
fine.
you're drunk.
Okay.
You smoke 4 packs a day, that's what you get, a little cough there.
That's what happens, Johnny.
So you gotta put that on your nose and then do it.
I do smoke, so that's why.
Whoa. Outed.
Not 4 packs a day. It takes like a week for me to smoke a pack.
Like, some people especially back in the day, used to smoke 2-3 packs a day. Where do they get the time? Like when I was a smoker, smoking a pack took me all day. And I was a heavy smoker, I'd consider myself.
Whenever I was at my heaviest smoking was like 23 or 24, and I would smoke a pack a day.
Yeah.
But that was like taking a 15-minute smoke break like once an hour.
Yeah,
And
imagine doing it
You're
double that much or triple that much.
You're just like...
That's crazy.
Double
like
fisted
all day
it.
long. Well, back in the day, they could do it at work, like literally sitting at their desk.
Well, yeah, but not when I was working. You couldn't.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Outside.
Like back in the 50s in Mad Men time, they just always had a cigarette.
Those were the days.
But we still did it.
Those were the days.
Those were the days.
You do really good.
Somehow, some of those people are still alive.
I know.
Why?
They don't even have cancer.
I had an old job where there was this lady who she'd come out on breaks and she'd have that voice, like literally have that voice. Hey, how you doing, honey? And that kind of thing.
What's her name? Margie.
No, but I feel like it should have been.
Wow,
It should have been.
I'm
sorry. I'm choking to death.
She was telling me one time, she said, I moved here from Australia, and in Australia, cigarettes are $1.50 a pack. And I was like, you know what? I don't doubt you at all.
I can tell that is true, ma'am?
Yeah.
With a question mark.
Ma'am?
I believe you completely. You need to provide no further evidence.
Ugh. So Luke's been acting like he's 20 years old, so he's been going to a bar to play darts, and he's there until like 2 or 3 in the morning.
That is not even true.
Are you picking up chicks?
Yeah. One time I was there after 1 a.m. Once. Other than that, it's been like midnight or before.
On a work night.
Every time.
That
was once.
Night? Oh,
once it happened. I didn't realize that it was going to be such a late, because I'd been to blind draws they come before, but this was a league and they have a different setup. So you have like a round robin first and then you play the tournament. So it's like a seeding and it gives guaranteed games to people. And I didn't realize it was like that. And I won that night with my partner. So we were there the longest out of anybody. So it was a super long night. But last time I went, I was out in the first 30 minutes. So it was done by like 8
It's like
p.m.
a crapshoot.
Yeah. So it just depends on how bad I am and I'm pretty bad, but how bad my partner is really.
Who's your partner?
It depends. It's blind draw. So it's random draw.
Oh.
You flip over a poker chip and pick a number.
They try to do it to make it more fair for everybody.
Yeah.
And I don't even like to look at people I don't know.
Agreed.
So the random blind draw tournaments they have is completely random. Like you can get anybody.
Right.
But the league, they actually have like a rating system and they have like 2 pools. They have 1s and 2s and they match them up with each other. So it's a little more balanced. But right now I'm a 1 because I won the first week with my partner and it was the first week of the season. And so it's all skewed. And I'm actually in second place overall after 2 weeks, which I shouldn't.
Oh, wow.
At all.
Either you're fantastic or they suck.
No.
He hasn't played in forever.
It was just that first week I had a really good partner, and the second week I had a pretty dang good partner, and we won enough games that it got me up into second overall. But the guy who's in first overall was my partner first week, and he hit an absurd amount of good darts. Like, they call it a Q when you hit over 93 points in the 3 throws for a 501 game,
right?
Or a 301. Or if you get 5 marks in cricket, which are a 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15.
Wait, where did cricket come into this?
No, cricket's the name of the game that you play besides. Right. So yeah, 501 in cricket. Cricket is like, you have to get 3 20s, 3 19s, 18, 17, 16, 15s, and bullseyes. And
sounds like Yahtzee for darts.
Well, it's not like a string, but so if you hit a triple 20, that's 3 20s.
Right.
And then if you hit more 20s, you give them 20 points.
Right.
And so it's like a point system. You have to close them out so they can't point them. Anyway, so if you hit 5 marks, so if you get a triple and 2 singles, at least they call it a Q. And that night he had something like 26 Qs throughout the night, which is an absurd amount for one night.
I can tell
Maybe
Amanda's
even, like,
soul is
30-something.
leaving her body right now.
I know.
It's already
But
gone.
anyway, so he was so good. He's that good that he just carried us, basically. So,
Hashtag bout that dart life.
yeah, I've been watching a lot of darts on YouTube.
Remember the last episode? We were like, we're going to start hashtagging dart stuff now. It's like you keep switching your hobbies.
Yeah.
We have to keep switching our hashtags.
Oh, and I would like to loop back to the last episode about the whole niche thing.
Right.
Uh-oh. What?
It is actually acceptable to be either. I read some spurious information on the internet. Shocker, I know. I don't know where that whole New Orleans French thing came from.
You made it up.
Because, I read it somewhere.
Oh.
But it's apparently not true, and niche is actually a French word. But both are considered acceptable, and depending on which dictionary you read, it could be one or the other. But
Whatever.
Apparently the original version is niche.
Thank you. I was right again.
So, good job. I retract that poo-pooing.
Totes spurious
You'll pay
facts.
for that
Totes
for the rest
spurious
of your
facts.
life.
She'll forget.
So Nick, let me
Yes.
tell you what I did.
All
Luke was
right.
there for this, but it's not about him. So we had Thanksgiving, which was great. We
Right.
had like fried turkey and all the food and stuff.
I saw a lot
whatever.
of pictures of
That
these.
was
The
fine.
turkey looked really good.
Yeah, it was really good. But then the next day we went out of town to like the Texas Hill Country,
Mhm.
which if obviously you don't know what that means, it's like not. It's our idea of
Hills in
mountains
Texas, right?
because we don't. Yeah,
So-
it's just big hills.
So there's this thing called Texas Hill Country. You don't know what it is, but there's hills there.
I think
There's
its
just
name
hills
is
in
fairly
Texas.
And
descriptive.
it's in Texas.
I know.
So we go out to the hill country, which sounds like we're in like the hills have eyes. The hill people live out there. No.
Right.
And it's this little city called Bernie. But
No,
how's it
it's
spelled?
not.
How's it spelled, Luke?
It's not Bernie.
How's it spelled?
Boerne.
Wait,
But
say
we
say again.
Bernie.
Boerne. Like born
Born.
or burn.
We call it Bernie.
Bernie.
So how is it
Fucking
actually?
Texas.
Anyway.
Okay. No, hold on. I'm tangenting here. I'm zigging. So Austin in general is so bad about this
Right.
because they're weird, and I think it's just an excuse to be racist, honestly. To be frank here, because they have roads in Austin that are obviously Spanish names, Mexican names, right? From the days that it was part of Mexico.
Right.
Yeah.
And, to honor that, but they pronounce them wrong on purpose.
Really?
There's one that's spelled Manchaca. Okay? How do you say that word? Manchaca.
Manchia?
Manchaca.
Manchaca.
ACA.
Oh, sorry.
Right?
Manchaca.
Let me translate it to Austin
So
for you.
in Austin, it's
Man shack.
Man Shack is how they pronounce that road.
They're capable of
Okay.
saying that.
So
Okay,
What?
then the other is Guadalupe.
Right.
No, it's Guadalupe.
we say Guadalupe in Austin.
Guadalupe.
You know what? I think
May
you're
as well
right.
call them chimichangas and tacos and fucking let
everyone
Reed
likes
Drummond
to
name it
eat all the
everything.
tacos and stuff, but they don't want to say
That's
things
right.
properly.
That's right.
And I'm not
Even
accusing
our,
you,
Oh, that's on the corner of Man Shack and
No,
Guadalupe.
the Google Maps, they even have her say Guadalupe.
It's bullshit.
Like the lady on Google Maps says it right. She says it Austin-y.
Racist. Austin.
Proven.
Thought you were supposed to be progressive, Austin.
Anyway, so we're out in the hill country for Friendsgiving and my birthday, which
By
was that
Bernie.
Saturday in Bernie.
Fucking Bernie.
So they had like this house they rented that was beautiful. It was like at the top of the hill. You could see for like ever and trees and pretty stuff. And there were butterflies everywhere.
There was a hammock.
There was a hammock out there and like swings, and there was like deer everywhere. And we saw like a flock or
Of
like a
turkey.
turkey.
A
Or is it
gaggle.
a flock or a gaggle of turkeys?
Gaggle.
What is it?
I don't know. That's geese.
You have a
Yeah,
murder
gaggles.
of crows, and you have like a kindness of ravens.
Sure.
What is? I don't know what turkeys are.
A Torbjorn of turkeys.
Anyway, so we saw a bunch
I'm
of
looking.
like animals and stuff, and it was fun.
Nick's looking at it.
And we had like fire pit both nights.
It was like 70 degrees also.
Oh, interesting.
yeah, and we drank like a bottle of tequila each night.
You and Ross drank a bottle of tequila each night. You guys were out of control.
It was so much
Talk
fun.
about smoking a pack a day. These fuckers
Oh my
went through like
God.
7 packs
So, okay,
in 2
so
days.
it's the second day we wake up and we're like, man, how we only have 1 pack of cigarettes? Where did we leave the other 2? And we're looking and looking. We can't find the cigarettes anywhere. And Ross and his mom were like, just a second. So they go through the trash because we were like sorting for recycling and stuff. And they found every pack except the one in my hand, in the trash. They're like, we smoked 4 packs that night.
Oh, wow.
Between
like
3
Australians.
people, we smoked 4 packs. It was ridiculous. I'm like, how?
A rafter of turkeys, by the way.
A rafter?
A rafter.
A rafter.
Like you see in a roof.
Yeah.
A rafter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Makes no sense.
Or somebody who rides an inflatable thing on rapids. A rafter.
Wow. Wow. So the first day, Luke made fajitas. It was delicious. The second day...
Pronounce it right.
Fajitas. Chicken fajitas. And then...
We're in Austin. Pronounce it right.
We had King Ranch casserole the second day, which was really good.
That was really good, actually.
What was that called again?
So, King Ranch it's a Texas thing. King Ranch casserole.
Yeah.
So it's like onions and peppers and chicken and like...
Cream of mushroom and cheese and tortillas.
Corn tortillas.
Layered.
And you just layer it like a lasagna.
Yeah.
And bake it.
It's really fatty.
And it's so good, though.
Yeah.
I need to bring up a Texas thing with you guys. And you posted it, actually.
Sure.
You guys have pickles at the theater. Why?
Oh, my God.
We do. I didn't know that was a weird thing.
That's not super weird. Super weird.
I thought that was completely normal. I never questioned it my entire life. I saw that on Facebook that people are like, wait, whoa. Texans eat pickles in the movie theater? And I was like...
Never in my life.
I always have.
And I like pickles.
It's not the place for a pickle.
Never
Why
noticed.
not? It's concession foods. Like, every football game I've ever gone to, I've gotten nachos and a pickle.
Well, I've seen them in like baseball and football games, but movie theaters are different.
It's concession food.
It's a different event.
No, it's like popcorn and nachos and like
nachos,
hot dogs.
Nachos is another one that I never had at the movies.
That's literally what I get every time is nachos.
Yeah. It's weird.
It is weird?
I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, I'm not.
I guarantee you there's nowhere else in the world that's going to give you a pickle at the movie theater. I guarantee it.
They're not even little. Else. They're the big jumbo.
I read deeply into this article about this.
Large penis-sized pickles.
Penis-sized.
They're large penis-sized.
Oh, we know exactly what size pickle some people have now. I guess.
What you consider large.
Anyway, so... Also, when we were out in Bernie, Texas, Ross made my favorite cake in the world, and it's called Better Than Sex Cake, but it's so easy, you guys. All you do is you take a boxed chocolate cake.
Right.
And then
already sounds delicious.
This is literally it. You bake it. When it's done, you poke holes all through it.
Right.
Like with a straw or whatever you want to use.
Yeah.
And then you just pour sweetened condensed milk into the holes and all over the top, and then put it in the refrigerator, and then you eat it cold.
That sounds good.
It's all right.
It's the best thing ever.
It's pretty good.
And where's the pickle go?
I had the pickle.
We don't eat pickles for dessert.
Might as well.
So while we were in Bernie, also like just on in the background, they had like all these cooking shows and stuff. But then the second day, randomly for some reason, we had Grey's Anatomy on. From the beginning, like from episode 1. Don't know why we did that. Somebody just put it on. And I've never seen Grey's Anatomy. And neither had Ross. And so it starts and we're just like, kind of a little hungover. We're waking up and we're watching Grey's Anatomy and we're like super into it. So now since I've gotten back, all I've done every day is watch Grey's Anatomy. Like all day, every day.
I didn't realize that it was like Gossip Girl meets Scrubs.
Literally.
But worse. It's so weird.
I cry like every episode.
I don't understand how. It's like
so hard.
It's such a cheesy ass chick show. Like, oh, never mind. I see how.
I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but on the last horror episode, your friend Ross is super entertaining.
I told everybody he was. His goat scream is ridiculous.
Oh, I'm sorry about the audio on that, guys. That was my fault. I had just got the computer set up and I had a setting wrong.
So like we all know, audio is impossible and constantly.
Clearly, we got it wrong on this episode.
We've only been doing it 85 episodes, and every time has a problem.
And we
That's
don't
85 hours of problems.
I don't know.
We don't even change the settings between weeks. I don't know how it gets messed up.
Leave my
Nick's
desk
was
at
just
all.
turn it off and his was just turn it off and turn it back on. And
makes no sense.
The first 30 episodes, I couldn't get it right once.
Yeah.
That was a different mic, of course, but
yeah. Well, this time, like, you were completely fine when we were before the recording.
It just
talking.
so happens right when we started.
I'm like,
yeah,
what's
of course. Why,
really
why
bad.
wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it?
Why would anything ever work?
Yeah.
It was probably your clap, is what it was. It fucked it up.
What I was
know.
going to say.
I got the
what
clap.
okay, wait. What I was. Hold on.
Your clap spread to your mic.
Are you done?
Yeah.
A little bit.
What I was going to say about Grey's Anatomy was, I thought when Supernatural said McSteamy and McDreamy and all of that they were just making fun of Grey's Anatomy.
No, that's their name.
But that's literally what she calls them on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop it. It's annoying. Stop.
Uh-huh.
You're annoying me.
Wow.
Is there anyone on the show yet that has less than normal arms?
I'm sorry?
Never mind then. You'll know what I mean.
What?
Less than normal arms.
Less than normal arms?
Like Popeye arms?
No, fewer
What are you
than the
talking about?
average allocated amount of arms.
I don't get it.
Somebody's missing an arm, is what
Yes.
he's trying to say. Somebody on the show.
What show?
Does everyone have two
Jesus
arms?
Christ. Grey's Anatomy. The show you're talking
Why
about.
would they be missing an arm?
Spoilers, I can't say.
A doctor needs its arms to do surgery. They're all surgeons. They're all
You know what?
I know
I might
about
be
every
confusing
character
this
on the
with
show is
another
a surgeon.
show, so don't quote me on that. But
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Apparently, he's trying to say that at some point on the show, a character comes that has missing an arm. That is missing an arm somehow.
loses
Really?
it on the show.
I didn't get that far yet.
So that's why he said
it might.
spoilers.
It
I'm
might
in
be
season
ER. It might be ER.
Oh,
I
that's a
don't know.
possibility.
They're
Maybe
all-
Chicago Hope.
Oh,
Maybe
it could be that.
Private Practice,
Oh,
which
it
is
could
the
be
spinoff
that.
of Grey's Anatomy. Maybe Scrubs, which is the funnier version of Grey's
It is.
Anatomy.
They even have so on Scrubs. You know how he buys this plot of land and he puts just a porch on it? It's because in Grey's Anatomy, home dude moves to Seattle, buys a plot of land, and puts a trailer on it that just has a porch. It's like an RV with a porch. I didn't know they were making fun of Grey's
Scrubs
Anatomy.
was making fun of it, which was really funny to me after I found that out.
Yeah, that was good.
I can't say I'm a huge
Fucking
Doctor
Scrubs.
Show fan.
I'm usually not either. I didn't watch any ER or Grey's or any
I
of
like
that.
Scrubs.
I
That
liked
was it.
House for like
House
a
was
couple
okay.
years, but every episode was kind of the same.
That's the problem.
Oh, I don't know what's wrong. Yes, I do. The end.
It's lupus.
It's the same every time. At least with Grey's Anatomy, there's like different stories happening and like people actually die and like bad shit happens.
Oh my god, spoilers.
This show's over now. It's over now.
Wow, you're the one busting the song.
But I like it a lot. So the best thing to come out of my birthday. No, I'm just kidding. I loved staying at the Hill Country, but Grey's Anatomy has been really good to watch.
She's like, but that was better.
I would go stay out there literally all day, every day. One of the days we were out there, we had to go get more cigarettes. So we drive into into the town proper, Bernie,
Right.
and it looked like a fucking movie set from a Hallmark Christmas tale or something, where like the girl comes home for the holidays and falls in love with the guy that runs the antique store, and he makes her realize love is real or whatever, all that stupid cheesy shit. And it was like people in costume. They were passing out kettle corn to people walking down the street, and I'm like, what is happening out here?
Throwing pickles at
It was
each
crazy.
other and
It was beautiful. It's harmonious. I want to move out there.
All right, have fun.
I kind of like those Christmas movies where people discover the true meaning of insert thing here.
Oh my God. Speaking of terrible Christmas movies, I watched the other day when Luke wasn't here, this really cheesy, girly Christmas movie on Netflix called The Princess Switch, I believe.
You're not going to get a reaction out of us on that.
It was awful. It was so bad. So it was two girls that lived completely separate lives.
Right.
Cool. One of them's a princess. Whatever. They bump into each other and they're like, oh, we should pull the switcheroo because they're identical. And they do. And one falls in love with the wrong guy and one with the other. And oh my God, what are we going to do at the end? But it's just girly crap. And it was so stupid.
There's been like
Awful.
18 movies with that
Awful.
exact same premise.
I know.
Actually,
It
it's
was
been going
so
back to like the
awful.
1700s with The Prince and the Pauper.
I was like, isn't that the Parent Trap? Isn't
It's
that what
the
they're-
Parent Trap, basically.
That too. They just keep redoing it over and over again.
Freaking Lindsay
So
Lohan,
bad.
this is your fault.
So bad. There
I
was
know
some-
what she wasn't the
No,
original.
she wasn't
I
the
know she
original.
wasn't.
She's messed up
Stop
now.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, God, help her.
Oh, I learned an interesting fact about the past. Do you guys know about Neopets?
Yeah.
No.
Do you know who owned Neopets?
What are they?
No.
You don't know about Neopets?
No. I know about them. I don't know who owned them.
What are they?
They're little electronic pets.
They were like
a
before
Tamagotchi?
Pokemon, basically.
Like a Tamagotchi?
Somewhat, but they couldn't die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, it was a huge kids thing. Maybe we're all too old for this. Probably so.
It was about, a little past us.
Yeah. So that was owned by the Church of Scientology.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Weird. Why?
Why?
Well, the creators were having a hard time of it because it got so popular so quick. And they met this guy who said, yeah, I'll fund this for you. I just need a certain percentage of it. And they ended up having 18%, the people who created it. And they found out, wow, all the people on the board are on the Church of Scientology website. And they found that the top donator for the past 5 years now or whatever is the guy who funded them and owned controlling shares in Neopets.
Wow.
That's random.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like an agenda that they created it. They just funded it to make money, I guess? They were like, hey, this is a good idea.
Well, they're the ones
Sounds
started
like.
putting advertisements in it to target the kids. And then...
But they're not like advertising for Scientology, though, were they?
Well, one of the questions on the membership was apparently, what are your feelings of L. Ron Hubbard? And
Really?
Yeah, and that's when the creators clued in. They were like, why are they asking this? Who is this person? So they looked him up and found about it. The other part was that they really didn't have any interaction with him, but they eventually sold it to Viacom and made like millions and millions of dollars. And as soon as that happened and the creators had some money, they started trying to recruit them into Scientology.
Really?
Yeah. Before that, they didn't want anything to do with them other than to take their idea. But once they made all that money, they're like, yeah, we want to take you to L. Ron Hubbard's office and show you around. And they just hopped in the cab and ran away.
Oh.
But the other thing is, I'm sure you all know Charles Manson.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he took 130 Scientology classes, and then he quit, and was quoted as saying, "That's too crazy for me, man."
I was expecting something like that.
Yeah, true story though. That is a true story.
That's funny.
He's right.
Yeah,
that's just crazy.
Yeah,
he's like rubbing off his swastika. He's like, I can't be.
He's
doing
like,
that.
no, can't be.
The funny thing is, us just mentioning it means they're probably going to investigate us.
I doubt it. People talk about
Maybe
it.
they'll invest in us.
Oh, yeah, I'll sell out.
I'll take your
now
money.
Now sponsored by Scientology, the Church of Scientology.
I'll take your money, Timmy
I'll
Cruise.
jump up on couches and scream and stuff for something.
Old sinner tooth. It's weird how his tooth's
now they're
in the
not
middle.
going to do it.
Yeah.
You can't talk about
I'm
it.
not sponsored by Tom Cruise.
If you are if you're sponsored by Scientology.
No, they're separate.
You know when South Park did that episode about In the Closet?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They investigated both of the creators of that show for like 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. It's just a joke,
There's
folks.
nobody in the world that they haven't pissed off. Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
No, they're used to it probably. They're like, whatever. Come at me, bro.
Made a living on it.
Come at me, bruh.
Yeah, they ain't afraid.
That's how they live their life. Oh, speaking of crazy people, did you guys hear about the dude that went to that island, like to be like preaching God and all of that? So he goes to that island that was
missionary.
Yeah, a missionary. Thank you.
Went to that island preaching God,
and all that.
Yeah, he's called a missionary, right?
He goes to. Is that it? Sentinel Island? Is that right?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. So he went to the Sentinel
You're the one
Island.
with the article.
Well, no, I was just looking at it. I didn't read it because I knew the story. I don't have to read it. And he got killed.
Yep.
So.
Oh, this was in India, wasn't it?
No.
Because the Indian government said they're not going to release his body.
Well, they can't get.
Yeah, they're leaving the body. They can't go get the body.
Yeah, because it said it would disrupt the tribe and too much and cause more problems. Yeah, I think it was in. I think that's in India.
It was illegal for him.
It is in India.
He
You're right.
He broke the law and he knew it.
Yeah, there was a law against going there, and he was preaching Christianity, apparently.
Yeah, and they scared him away the day before, too, so he knew they didn't want him there.
He had warnings. Like, he wrote in his little journal about getting warnings or whatever.
Well, sometimes you just gotta spread that word.
Yeah.
Okay, well, have at it, buddy, and then you're just gonna die.
He'll probably be a martyr for something, some sort of saint.
I'm sure you guys have heard this story before, but a missionary went up north to the Inuit long ago. And he said to him, he said, don't you know...
Those are Eskimo people for Amanda.
Oh, you're not supposed to say that.
Because she doesn't know.
By the way.
I know.
That's what I said, and I didn't know that was a slur.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's Inuit.
Eskimo means eaters of raw meat. But anyway.
I thought it just meant that they lived in igloos.
No.
That's what I thought it meant.
No.
I literally thought that.
No, that's not the case.
So, go on with your Inuit story.
So the missionary went up there and he was talking to the guy and he said, I'm here to tell you about Christ. And the guy's like, well, we don't really need that. We're good on our own beliefs and stuff. And he said, well, don't you know that if you don't accept Christ as a savior, you'll burn in hell for all eternity? And he's like, oh my God, well, what if you hadn't come and told us? And he's like, well, if you didn't know, then you couldn't be blamed, so you wouldn't go to hell. And the guy was like, well, what the fuck did you tell us?
Well, then what the fuck did you show up here for?
Yeah, you should keep your mouth shut about it if you really want people to go to heaven.
Good Lord, that makes no sense.
Yeah, just shut it. Let us all.
Is that a true story?
I don't know. I've just heard that
I was waiting for the punchline. I thought it was going to be a joke.
He was making a joke too.
No, the punchline was he was like, why the fuck did you tell us then?
Oh my God.
It might be a true story. I've heard it like 10 times.
Specifically Christians, but other denominations as well, feel this need to go after people and like
because it's in the Bible.
Drives me crazy.
Well, that and it's in their doctrines that they want to try to get as many people converted to theirs as they can, because then poor people give them money. Yeah. It's all about that money.
There's a lot of good people in it who truly believe they're saving people, though. So
yeah, they're just brainwashed. They really think they're doing what they're supposed to do.
Well, the people above them that are sending them out to do the things.
Oh yeah, they know better.
You know, I mean, money. John Smith knew what was up.
Yeah, he did.
He's like, no, these gold tablets, I can read them, but you can't.
Yeah, they're in my head.
They're in my head.
Oh, God. People are so stupid. Oh, other news.
We have no listeners left.
No, we just alienated
the last ones were
that was it. Sorry, the LDS. You can't call them Mormons because that's apparently you apparently can't.
I have a question.
Yeah. Yes.
Do they have Inuit people in Alaska?
Yes, of course they do.
I don't know exactly where.
We just drew lines on the earth. Like, it's not like people weren't already in all these places. It's like, oh, there's a line here now. We better scoot on over to northern Canada.
I'm wondering, okay, because I'm looking at the news story I was going to tell you guys. It's in Alaska, and I'm like, oh yeah, they have igloos up there.
Yeah, probably way north,
like further north
in the barren lands.
Yeah. So apparently, in Alaska, they had a 7.0 earthquake. And it like crumbled the roads into like
that shit was crazy.
I thought the pictures were fake when they came out on the news. I thought it was photoshopped.
I've seen
it was legit.
Yeah, I've seen some where like there was a lady's car and giant cracks like all the way around it. Like she got so lucky.
She didn't go down. That's this one. Look. There's a car right there.
Yeah. I don't think it ever came to be, but they were expecting a tsunami as well.
Yeah, they warned about a tsunami, but then it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Guess you better be safe.
The Trans-Alaska Pipeline System was shut down. So that's like the main highway. The part where they actually have cars. Because actually, most people in Alaska probably travel by plane.
But what about our oil?
Oil? It's down here in Texas. We got you covered.
No, the Alaska pipelines were all the oil.
Do you think that's why the gas prices dropped by $1 in the last 2 days?
I don't know. I noticed that, though.
It's under $2 now.
I saw that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It hasn't been under $2 in like 24 years.
Yeah, since I was like, couldn't drive.
I know. It's crazy.
No, I remember
what happened.
I remember when it was like around $1.89 to $1.29
when we were 16.
When I started driving.
Yeah, we were 16 when it was this price.
That's crazy.
20 years ago.
And then I remember my freshman year of high school or of college was when it spiked the first time up to like 3 something. And
you're
everybody
like,
was like, oh my God, it's the end of the world.
Oh my, they said it just, oh my
Yeah.
God. Were
Oh
you
my
in
God.
Texas?
No, it's Kansas.
Oh.
Same thing.
Or do you think the gas prices dropped in honor of George Bush dying?
That's definitely
He
it.
died the other day at 94. Nick, so Texas gives the weirdest holidays, right? So
Right,
guess what
okay.
happened?
Yeah.
You just told
Yesterday-
him about what happened. George H.W.
Well,
Bush died.
But because of that, now tomorrow was declared a state holiday
Oh.
that we're all taking off to mourn the loss of George Bush Sr.
So we either get a day off or work for 8 hours of comp time, which is pretty
Is
cool.
that
No,
gonna
what they
happen every
decided to
year?
do, no. So what they decided to do instead of doing the comp time is they're giving everyone 8 hours of leave, special leave,
Oh,
good for
administrative
1
leave.
year. You can mourn at any time of your choosing within 1 year.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow.
Wow.
I choose tomorrow.
I choose tomorrow. Because I have to go out of town anyway, and I took the day
People are
off, so
gonna
now I just
forget
use
that
this
real
leave
soon
instead.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Texas does the weirdest stuff, man.
Like pick
I mean,
some
it's no
theaters.
weirder than Juneteenth that we get off.
Or way worse ones. San Jacinto Day. That does this not a
San
thing.
Jacinto. Texas.
Well, when you're in Austin, you say Jacinto. We covered it. We don't know how to say
We're
stuff.
going to call this episode Texans Say Stuff Wrong.
No. We can call it the corner of Man Shack and Guadalupe.
It's
will be like,
not
"Oh, they're in
Jacinto.
Austin."
It's pronounced Jason.
Jacinto.
Austin.
Jacinto.
Just Jason.
We're just going to title this one Keep Austin Racist.
That might get some attention.
Yeah. Ooh,
We get
SEO.
more views.
That's right.
Jesus.
We put nipple or something in one of ours, and we got a lot of.
We're
We put
marked
hashtag
explicit,
tits,
by the way.
and it was
so-
like 1,000,000 times more views than the rest of them. Hashtag tits was that one.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
We got to throw some popping words that make
Yeah, you
people
gotta-
find us.
Clickbait. You gotta do clickbait.
Hell, even the
Fortnite.
YouTube algorithms will pick it up. That's right, exactly.
Just say that.
Oh,
again.
man.
Ostentation.
PUBG.
I don't know.
PewDiePie.
No, I think
Nobody
he's
cares about
slowed it down
PewDiePie
now.
anymore.
Actually, I just found out that game is his. I didn't even know because I
Ass?
didn't pay attention to him. Animal Squad.
It's called
something.
ASS. It's ass, and that's
Okay.
about
I
what
don't know.
it plays
It's
like.
the first one listed in the Yogscast bundle. The
It
charity
also
bundle.
describes perfectly my feeling about him.
Oh, harsh.
Ass.
Dad ass.
He's not the worst of them, though. I will never.
No,
forgive
he's just
I'm sure there
Paul
are
or
way
Logan
worse
Paul
ones.
or whatever. Actually, I don't
Logan
like both
Paul's
of them.
probably the worst.
I don't know. I've never seen literally anything they've ever done. The only thing I've heard of him is that stupid news about him doing stupid shit.
Yeah, he's just stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is just stupid. What else do we have to talk about?
Can we
Did
sound
we-
any older?
Did we tell our listeners that you got a new car?
I don't know. Sure. I got a new car.
And he got a promotion. Like, what's going on in your life? You're just throwing out snake eyes on the fucking dice.
I don't think that's a good thing. You don't want snake eyes.
Snake eyes is bad?
Yeah.
I thought that's what you wanted.
You got
No,
7.
you don't want that.
Oh, shit.
No wonder your
Seven's not a
casino
thing.
trips have been so bad.
Mine are good. I always win. I don't play.
I always
don't
get
play
snake
dice
eyes.
games.
True, it's craps, right? That's like, you don't want that. That's,
Okay, well, I don't play craps.
You're like-
I play
Craps, yeah, this is one. It's called craps. I win.
I play blackjack, okay? So I don't know anything about the dice.
Lucky number 13.
13?
With 2 dice.
You can't even hit 13. 13? You can't even hit 13.
Oh my god.
My friend came to visit on Saturday, Nick, and she's from the country, grew up with me or whatever. I hadn't
Right.
seen her in like 5 years. And she gets here, and she has like a real country accent. And the second she walks through the door, she gets about 2 sentences in, and my accent flips back to my old country accent.
No.
And Luke comes out. Luke came out into the kitchen and was like, "What is happening out here?" 'Cause we sounded like we were on an episode of Hee Haw. It was so
Oh, no.
bad.
I just picture Luke walking
We're
out,
like-
seeing what's going on, turning around and leaving without a word.
Just walking
I'm like,
away.
"Luke, do you want some of these jalapeno poppers?"
I got it down on
And I'm like-
Guadalupe.
Yeah.
Can you help me make some Oreo truffles? How you
Oh
do
my
this?
God.
What you do?
Oh my god.
It
Yeah.
was so bad. But they tasted good. We did
I'd
make
take
Oreo
that new
truffles. They were
car and
super
drive
good.
as far as you can drive.
That's right. They were rich.
No, let me give you the recipe. It's Oreos, cream cheese, dipped in almond bark. That's all you have to do. It's so easy.
You blend Oreos and cream cheese together.
It was delicious. But you got to make them a lot smaller.
And then make them into balls. Yeah, small balls.
She was rolling smaller
like dime
balls.
sized. They did like quarter size.
Classically.
Diameter.
I make really large ball
Classically,
items.
she loves really large balls.
The ones I did looked like meatballs. They were so big.
I was like, this is...
You're like, it's like the equivalent of a piece of pie in your hand because it was such a large ball.
It's an apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hand fruit.
It's like an energy wad.
An energy wad.
What was that on?
That was
Accepted.
on Accepted.
Yeah. What did he call him though? He called him something wad though. I don't know.
Whatever the dude's name was, they were his name
Glenn?
wads. Glenn wads. They were called Glenn wads. I'm working with some very unstable herbs.
That's a great movie.
I'm gonna watch that again.
That's a good one.
So we have one question.
Oh.
That nobody's gonna have an answer to.
Ooh.
And then I have a shout out. So let's do the question first.
Okay.
This is from everyone's best friend, I Morpheus.
Oh yes.
Okay. Yeah.
How many British new wave bands can you name?
Like The Cure and shit?
Yeah, that was literally the example he gave.
Well, there's one.
The Beatles.
British new wave band.
Blur.
Blur? I like how you did it like that.
The Kinks, maybe?
Following is a list.
So the Beatles is not one.
Oh, jeez. It's
when
like
is
Culture
New
Club?
Wave?
Culture Club?
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Does Bowie count?
Culture Club's on there. The Cure's on there.
Boom.
Who else did you say?
Beatles.
The Urge?
The Beatles are not going to be on. God, Talking Heads.
Okay. Oh my
shit!
God,
I should have known that. I
Heads.
saw them in concert.
They are the worst.
Wait, what about the Rolling Stones?
I'm looking to see if there's any other ones that we would
Wait,
even
The Cure?
know. Yeah, The Cure's on here.
Did we already say The Cure?
Yes.
Yeah, like 7 times.
I don't know this question very well.
Oh my God.
Michael Jackson.
B-52s.
I don't see that one. Reflex.
Oasis.
You don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is. I just recognize the name. I'm
You
just going
You know
through
the
them.
song, The Reflex.
Platinum Blonde. The Police. They list the Police
Okay.
as one.
Yeah. Bowie's not listed?
Oingo Boingo is one.
Okay.
What the fuck is
Alright.
that?
I don't know. I know the name though, but I don't know what it is. I'm going up backwards.
Men at Work. They're not British.
Wait. Men Without Hats.
Yep.
Is that on there?
Cyndi Lauper. Yeah.
Oh, I
know
got
how it
one.
was. Some of these aren't even British. Didn't he say British?
He did, but I'm just
The
looking.
Knack?
I'm just looking in general. No, I'm going backwards.
Oh.
Joe Jackson.
Billy Joel.
Billy Joel.
The
He's
Glass
not.
House area. He's not even British, is he?
Billy Joel is. Billy Idol's on here. He's not new
Well, I gotta
wave.
say, I didn't understand this question at all.
I think Billy Joel's American.
Well, this isn't British. This is just new wave. The Flying Lizards. Who's that? Flock of Seagulls.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know them.
And I run.
The Eurythmics. I could see that. I got that. The B-52s is on here. You were right.
nailed it.
Man, Luke, you got more than the rest of us.
I'm
Well,
good at
that's
stuff.
not a
Let me
surprise.
see if there's any other ones that we know. Aha.
Aha.
Aha. So, yeah, Luke, you win.
Who
if it was a
who sang that?
contest.
We can dance if you want. The safety dance. Who sang that?
Men Without
Hold on.
Hats.
Was that? Oh, that's why. Okay. I was gonna
Safety
say. I was like,
dance.
that's definitely. Yeah. It was Man Without Hats. He's absolutely right.
That's really the name of the band?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
S.
Classic.
You can dance if you wanna. You can leave your friends
Yeah.
behind.
That song reminds me of Biodome.
It reminds me of the video of the Destiny folks dancing to it because that
that's
was
true.
so
Do
well done.
you remember Biodome?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Of course.
Classic.
I loved
Polly
it.
Shore.
Traditional movie.
I don't know that I still do.
Oh my God.
But I did
I know.
then.
If I watched it again, I'd be like,
Do you know what my
so
favorite
bad.
Pauly Shore movie is? And that's a weird sentence to say.
Yes, I do. Nick, I'm going to let you guess first.
Okay. My favorite Pauly Shore movie.
Encino Man.
Son-in-law.
Son-in-law.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Encino Man is second.
Yeah.
Son-in-law was so good.
You remember In the Army Now?
Unfortunately, that one
Wait,
wasn't.
didn't he do a legal
They were
one, too?
hydration specialists. Huh?
Didn't he do one where it was like a courthouse thing or something like that? Jury duty?
Yes. Blind jury or jury duty, I think. Okay. Yeah. I think it was jury duty.
Yeah.
Holly Shore. Oh my God. We are
Those
so
days
old.
are over.
Oh my, the Weasel. I forgot about that. Holy shit.
How could you forget? That was his thing.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
Yeah.
We rented Son-in-Law on VHS from Take One Video in Temple like at least once a month when I was little.
Yep.
It was like a staple.
You could
in my
download
house.
and watch it now, so.
Yeah.
No,
No, not the same.
You could.
I'm not gonna.
I'm pretty sure I did for you at one point.
No,
Or
you
we
didn't.
watched
You
it
were
on-
such a
Or
liar.
we watched it on Netflix or something.
I
know
would
we
watch
did.
it if it came on.
Yeah.
I would watch Encino Man if it came on.
Yeah.
Because there's like a lot of movies that are very Encino Man-ish.
That was a crossover of talent there. Brendan Fraser.
Mm-hmm.
Man, whatever happened to him?
Well, he went off. He had like some bad stuff happen to him, and then he's coming back.
He did The Mummy, and then what happened?
Yeah, he did the Mummy Returns, and then
he pissed
the
someone
third
off
Mummy.
too.
I think it was a whole like sexual thing, like
Oh.
somebody abused him or something,
Oh,
or
yeah,
like
something
like
like
a Weinstein kind of situation.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I believe something like that happened.
It was
Okay.
Harvey
I
Weinstein.
don't know. There
assaulted
was
him.
actually like a big, there's a big article about like his kind of demise and rise again, and yeah,
Interesting.
rise
He
and
did
fall
that.
and rise.
What was the movie where he came back
Joe's Apartment.
from the 50s? and
Oh,
he
Blast
came
from
out-
the Past.
Blast from the Past.
Oh, that was
that one was
That
classic.
was a good one.
I like
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, and then that was basically that Kimmy Schmidt show,
Yeah, it
Was-
literally was the same concept
except she was part of a cult or something.
Yeah, a
that
doomsday
they-
cult.
that stayed underground rather
Yeah.
than bomb shelter.
Yeah,
But
and,
whatever. Same
oh, remember that other movie, Pleasantville?
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that
remember
was
that.
that was very similar.
I
too.
think about that movie a lot because I remember they always said it was 72 degrees there and it was perfect temperature. And I always think of when it's 72 degrees out, I'm like,
Oh.
is this the perfect temperature? And I'm always like, I think it should be a little warmer, honestly.
No,
I'd be like
72 is about
78
right.
personally.
No, that's too hot.
Yeah. Because then you can go like swimming and stuff still. 72 is too cool to do that kind of
You
stuff.
don't even go swimming.
I'm just
Why do you
saying,
care?
it gives
You
you the
would.
opportunity. If it was gonna be the same temperature every day, all day, every day. But then, like, they danced or something and introduced color, and then it was the end of the. I don't remember what.
I don't
Something about
remember that.
morals. They pushed their beds together. William H. Macy was in it.
Oh yeah, is he dead?
I
No.
don't think so. Let's start a rumor
Every time, there's been somebody that hasn't been around for a little bit. Is he dead?
I just assume the
I think
worst.
he was on like Shameless or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I heard
pretty
that's a
recent.
big show.
Showtime, I think. Yeah.
How do you know what Shameless is? Who watches that?
I've seen stuff. I'm
It's
on the
pretty
internet.
popular.
I know
Someone
what-
must be.
I've never seen Mad Men either, and I know about that.
I watched like 1 or 2 episodes of Mad Men. It was terrible. I fucking hated it.
But John Hamm,
Yeah, I know he's gorgeous, but them
Alison Brie,
It
I
was
think, was in it too.
I don't know. I didn't watch that long.
She's gorgeous.
You just like her tits.
I like a lot of things about her. That just happens to be one of them.
One of them happens
Two
to be
of
on the
them.
list.
Two
Two
of
of them. 2 of them that are on the list. Okay. You guys ready for a shout out?
Sure.
Okay. I'm giving a shout out to a Kickstarter, which I've never done before.
Whoa. Are we
Whoa.
sponsored?
No.
Do we get stuff from them?
No. I'm getting a signed copy of it, but that's it.
Oh, what the hell?
So
Like how Amanda makes these
there's
deals.
there's a book being published called The Monster Book of Monsters, and what it is, it's a book full
That's
of
a Harry
scary
Potter book.
stories. Well, that's what it's called. It's a book full of scary stories from the subreddit r no sleep.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So it's 100 horror stories from 70 different authors. Kickstarter is trying to raise $5,000 to film a pilot pitch for like a TV show about it.
Interesting. I'm pretty sure the Monster Book of Monsters was the name of the textbook that Harry had to get in the first
Really?
year.
Oh,
that
was it?
Was like a chewing, and he had to put a belt around it. I think that was
That
called the
seems
Monster Book of
inconvenient,
Monsters.
Oh, okay.
inconvenient for a book. Like it seems
Yeah,
like it shouldn't
it was.
do that. Like that's a lot of extra work.
It
to
shouldn't
read
chomp
that.
at you.
It shouldn't, but you have to learn. You have to like stroke its spine, and it purrs like a kitten, and then you can
Giggity.
open it.
Hmm.
It's a
Stroke
British.
my spine, I'll
and
purr like a kitten, baby.
If you say stroke in British, it's fine. It's in English when
Yeah,
sounds
that's like
dirty.
that's a slash. This means stroke, right?
Well, also like it means pet.
Oh.
It's, like nicely.
Yeah, that's what stroke means.
Yeah. But I mean, they don't use it as a lewd term
Oh.
like we do.
Stroke it.
Yeah. Stroke me, stroke it.
Anyway, so go show them some love
Yes,
because
good luck
the
to them.
subreddit, the No Sleep subreddit, actually has some pretty good stuff on it. So that would be cool. So we'll give you guys the link to.
It also has some very bad stuff on it.
It does. There's everyone is welcome. So we'll put a link up to the Kickstarter if you guys want to do that, and then one of the authors is sending me a copy.
That's cool.
Nice.
So that'll be nice. Maybe I'll read some of the stuff out for y'all or something.
Okay.
Pick some of the good ones, maybe, or read some out.
Oh, that'd be fun.
We'll pick some bad ones too.
Yeah, we'll pick some shitty ones too.
And you have to read them like in the actual spelling and grammar that they have on there.
Do they not type in like edited, like?
No, they type on their phones.
Because like everywhere has spell check.
These
I don't
tweeners,
understand how stuff gets
they type on their phones
up.
and tablets nowadays and phablets.
It's
Even
part of the
my
experience.
phone like autocorrects though.
Yeah, they're just like fucking. I don't care.
Just writing this fucking
That's
scary
thumbs,
story.
That's my thumbs just going.
Yeah, nobody can see that.
I can see it. Yeah, Nick can see
I'm
it.
the viewer.
That's all that matters.
And that's important.
Anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything new in games? We didn't talk anything about gaming really.
Yeah. What have you been playing?
What's the gaming
Nick?
haps?
I don't know. I've really been playing any games. I played one called the Red Strings Club.
Oh God, you told me about that game.
Yeah.
That sounds like it has to do with tampons. What is that?
Oh,
gross. It's not that at all.
Why did they name it that then? Why did they name it that then?
It is a weird game, though.
It is. It is a weird
To be
game. It's not
fair.
like that, though.
Okay.
It's like a cyberpunk adventure where you unravel a mystery through pottery, bartending.
Oh, I get it.
and-
So it's like the red strings you have on the wall connecting things?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Like how people
more
use red-
like that.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Think Charlie and Always Sunny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be
Red
more like
strings.
that than the
That's what
first
we
thing you
use.
said.
I was being silly. Obviously, that's not a game.
Okay, so he tells me to look it up, and he's like, it's pottery, bartending, and what was the other?
Impersonating other people on the phone.
And impersonating other people.
How random.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? Are you making shit up? And I go and look it up, and it's
And
like
that's actually what it is.
It's like a neon side-scrolly kind of almost.
It's very
point-and-click
relaxing to
adventure
play.
Puzzle. But and then it's like seriously, it's pottery. You have to like do.
Yeah, you have a little
shapes to
spinning
solve
wheel,
clues.
and yeah, you're making human upgrades through the pottery wheel.
Awkward.
That's so weird.
It's
Cyberpunk's
fun.
weird.
It is, but I think I like it.
Okay.
What else have y'all been playing?
Today. Yeah, Destiny's new content came out.
Oh God, that's all I've seen on Twitter today is
the
people
Black Armory.
complaining about how hard it is.
So people are complaining, apparently, from what I've read already.
Mhm.
People are expected it to be like a normal DLC. Like,
Right.
oh, everything's going to...
They said they
automatically
weren't going to
scale
do
up.
that, though.
That's exactly right. They said that. And people don't pay attention or read. So people that like slacked off last expansion just thought, oh, I'll just wait till the next one and everything will drop up to this level. No, they raised the level cap and you're still going to have to grind all the way through to that new level. And so people are all butthurt about it. And apparently the Forge is already like an in-game activity that they have. And people thought it should have been like an incremental, like a smaller like floor to get to that part of the game. But it's meant to be they're actually trying to trickle release content so you have something to do each month or every 2 or 3 months rather than have to do everything in 2 weeks and then not have anything to do for 3 months unless you PvP.
Yeah.
And so it seems interesting. I haven't got it because I didn't get the season pass, but I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. I've been playing Battlefield 5 actually.
How's that?
On the PCs. It's good. I mean, it's Battlefield. Feels good. There's good progression. I've been playing Medic a lot. I've actually been playing 3 of the 4 classes. Playing Medic, Assault, and Recon. I haven't played Support much, but that's...
How many do they have it? Is it 64? Like 168?
No,
per
it's
map? It's like a ridiculous
It's 32
amount of
v
people.
32.
Yeah, 64.
Oh, wow.
That's what I
Maps.
thought. That's what it used to be. I didn't know if they changed it.
And it's
Are you
vehicles
when you
and...
die?
No.
Oh,
Like
okay.
You respawn.
It depends on the mode. Some of them are like a ticket system, so you have like a certain number of tickets that then you have to go through on the other team.
Or your
Yeah.
medic
Yeah.
can get you up.
Yeah, and so medic can. So they changed also, so it's squads, and there's 4 people in a squad, so there can be 8 squads on each.
Yeah.
And if you're in your squad, anybody can res anybody else in their squad, but it's
It was like
slower.
that before.
No, only assault that had the defib could do it.
But they had squads before. Because you would spawn into a squad, but you could switch to a different squad if you wanted to. Be on a different location.
But now you don't have to be a medic to res a squad mate, but you res them slower. So it takes longer to like bring them up. But if you're a medic, you can res anybody, not only your squad, but anybody.
Right.
And it's a lot faster.
Right.
Okay.
So I've been playing medic a lot, actually. I like it. It's a little bit shorter range. The guns are more like SMG style. But the one I have actually is the first one, and I've kind of unlocked some upgrades and stuff. So it's got a little bit better range.
Was that the game where you showed me the streamer who was just quick sniping? Like, it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
This dude,
What's
Daz.
that streamer's name?
His name is Sin Daz, D-A-S-Z.
Put a reminder somewhere to link some of his crazy clips, because it's like ridiculously insane.
I found
you can't even see when he shoots him. I'm like, how does he even? He has to put like a camera over his mouse to show that it's really him doing it, because people think he's cheating.
Yeah. He's actually one of the streamers for the official Battlefield channel. And that's how I found him, because they were doing a giveaway one day for like 2 copies, and I was like, ooh, let me try to win. And I was just watching, and I'm like, holy crap, this dude is good.
Yeah, he was ridiculous.
Like one of the best snipers. And he does like a short scope sniper rifle bolt actions. And I mean, he just like snaps to people.
I don't know how he even sees the people.
I know.
Like they're dead before I even see them.
But yeah, he's very good.
Crazy.
So I've been watching him a little bit and playing, and I'm not very good at sniping. So the thing about Battlefield is it has bullet physics also. It's not hit scan, which means like Destiny guns are hit scan. If you put the reticle on something and pull the trigger, it rolls a random, like it has like a accuracy cone essentially. It's invisible and it rolls within that. So, you know, high accuracy guns, if you hit somebody in the head and you click it, you know, it's going to hit them in the head. But there's actual bullet physics for all the guns in Battlefield, not just snipers. So if you're like shooting your machine gun at something far away, you'll actually see the bullets going along.
Well, and they sound like real guns too, whereas every other video game, it's not super accurate, the sound.
Yeah. And they actually use real weapons, like historical
They always have. Like all the Battlefields have been like that.
But snipers actually have like zeroing for scope. Like you can hit V to change your zero distance. From like 60 meter to 150. And you can use like a spotting scope to see how far people are. So you can see like these epic sniper battles from like a mile away that people are trying to pick each other off. And you got the bullet drop.
The gates kind of thing.
Yeah. So, some people, and there's a lot of different play styles. You can do that. You can do support, which is like the light machine gunners that have the bipods. And
what isn't the other one, an engineer or a technician?
So
or
there's
something like
engineer
that?
Was, before they had assault, engineer, support, and recon. And now they have assault, but assault also has like the kind of like the engineer stuff. They have, the rocket launcher and grenade launchers. But now the medic is the other class. So they've kind of combined assault and engineer into one and split medic off onto its
I always
own.
wondered why engineer would be one by itself, because then you didn't really have.
Yeah, you had like
it wasn't a very big range of something to
and,
do.
Yeah. And that's the other thing is vehicles in the game are a big deal. You have like.
That's all the engineer would do, though, is they would just fix the vehicles every time. That's it.
They get upgrades and stuff like that, but some people just fly the whole time. That's like what they do. They get in a plane and they have dogfights and they do bombing runs and you have anti-aircraft like placements that you can get in and try to shoot them down. You have tanks, you have light armored vehicles, you have like dune buggies. The whole range of military vehicles are available and explodable. So
that sounds pretty fun.
It's been fun. Yeah, I played Battlefield 3 and 4 a fair bit. I didn't ever play 1, which was the last one that came out.
Battlefield 2.
That's possible. Like 1942 or Bad Company 2 was a big one.
I'm sure I played one of those.
Yeah.
Because I remember trying to steal like an aircraft from the airfield, and the guy was just shooting me every time I tried to get into one.
You've probably seen all the ridiculous clips on r/gaming over the last few years where like somebody's flying like an F-16 and they jump out of it and shoot a rocket at something and then they parachute down and land in the same one that's falling through the air and do
ridiculous
absurd stuff like that.
I've seen that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's all Battlefield stuff. So
How come you never see that in real life? Weird.
Yeah, but this is all World War II. I think. Is that right?
I don't know.
Shit.
I wasn't paying attention. I was just watching that dude snipe.
No, is it one? World War One? No, I feel really bad. I don't know.
It doesn't really matter.
World War
know.
II is the only one people really talk about.
Yeah. Well, I think Battlefield 1 was supposed to be World War One.
Oh.
And that's why they called it that.
I don't know.
I never played it, though, so I don't. I'm trying to think, like, what weapons there were. I think it's 2, because there's a lot of machine guns and stuff.
Guess what comes out Friday?
Smash.
Smash Ultimate.
Oh, there
Gotta
you go.
get my training on. I got Daisy and Peach to train up for our New Year's party.
We don't even know how these are going to work. Like, if
I know,
they're
that's
work
why
the
we're going to
same
get the
way.
game literally on Friday
for the
so we
training
can
of
figure
the
out what to
amiibo.
do.
It's going to be a whole new world.
A whole new world.
Oh, you're the singer tonight.
I know.
Somebody's got to do
I
it.
teed that one up,
Queued it up.
but no.
Any other gaming news, or is that...
Oh, Anthem beta is this weekend. I got it, or alpha. I got into it.
The alpha?
Yeah,
Okay.
for Anthem this weekend.
What is Anthem again?
Okay.
Anthem is the new EA BioWare massive online game that's supposed to be like a Destiny type,
Yeah, Destiny-ish.
third-person mech-y, like mech suit kind of one.
Okay.
But it's supposed to be like a looter shooter mech ability, and you have different suits and stuff, and you're the pilot. So you only have one character,
Like
but
Robotech.
yeah. So like mini Gundams.
Well, that'd be cool.
Okay. Yeah, that
do
sounds fun.
So I'm gonna try that out. A lot of people are like worried because they haven't heard anything about it in a long time. They're like, "Oh no, it's gonna get delayed."
You got the announcement and then nothing since.
But all we've seen is like E3 footage, so it'll be interesting to see how it actually pans out this weekend. I'll get.
Are you gonna stream it?
You can't actually.
Oh, on the alpha you can't.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I wondered if they were gonna do that.
I'm sure I can give like impressions, but it's supposed to be like official feedback stuff.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so I'll let you know how it goes.
Oh, also shout out, since it's December now, the Jingle Jam is going on with the Yogs cast.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier briefly, but it's every year they do the big Humble Bundle for the Yogs cast.
Oh, okay.
Charity bundle. It's like $35, and it's already up to like 20 games or something, and they release more every day till Christmas.
Yeah, they raise a
Neat.
ton of money for charity every year.
I think they're about
It's a
2 million
ridiculous
already.
Amount. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's been 4 days,
Yeah.
so
It gets bigger every year, so.
I think last year they ended up at like 6.5, 5.5, something like that. I don't
Jeez,
remember.
that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should
It's a
just
lot.
keep that
It's
money.
pretty big.
Nah. Anything else? Any other shout outs we want to give out before we wrap it up?
No, not for now.
No. I don't think so.
All right. Well, we'll see everybody next week, and y'all say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Say it.
Bye.
Say it.
Goodbye, darlings.
Y'all are so delayed.
Yeah.
Bye, honey.
I'll meet you on Man Shack.
Okay, Marjorie. We'll let Luke do like some super editing to get that in there
'Cause
somewhere.
I'm sure he loves that kind of thing. Super.
Nah, I'm busy. I got darts to play.
Dart golf.
No,
Or
just
do you
darts.
disc golf?
Like pub golf. Darts. No golf involved. Just darts in a bar. You know, throwing them
Okay.
into cork sisal boards.
He bought a dartboard
That
and
seems,
hung it down in the hallway.
That seems like a logical progression.